I could just tell that the closer we got that something wasn't right. I was scared to ask. I was afraid, and I think they were afraid to tell me anything. I remember driving to my house. 2 blocks away, there was a red light, and I could see my house far away. And from that red light, I could see my house full of cars. Cars everywhere. People going in and out. And you know, my house is normally full of people. My parents are very friendly, but this was extra than what was normally happening there. And the closer I got to my house, that 100 yards, that 50 yards from that red light to my house, the closer we got, the faster my heart was beating. The faster my heart was beating, the more I realized something wasn't right. Got to the house, we parked, got out of the vehicle, and my sister's running. My other ones. They said, Ray, our sister died. See, I was only 15 at the time. We were having this already. But for a young person to hear something like that is not easy. For anybody to hear that is not easy, but especially a young person. And at that moment, all that I had feared had finally come to it had happened. Everything that I feared was realized at that moment. I walked inside, my mother was there along with other family members. And my mother saw me, she was crying, she ran up to me, she was in tears. And seeing the sadness of my mom broke my heart even more. Because I know my mom was with her 24/7. No one was more attached to her than my mother.
No.
You know, it comes to a point, I think in every Christian's life, where something happens that makes us question his faithfulness, that makes us doubt his faithfulness. At that moment, I went into the room and I was punching the wall and I said, God, why? God, why? How could you do this? Why did you do this to us? How could you do this to us, God? Come on. We go to church. We try to do everything right. Why did this happen to us? Why did it happen to me? Why did it happen to her? She did nothing wrong. She couldn't even sin. I was hurt. At that moment, I doubted God. At that moment, I got mad at God. I cursed at God. I'm being honest with you. I cursed God's name at that moment. And I said, you don't exist. If you were real, you wouldn't allow these things to happen. It was a very tough moment. But see, sometimes in our darkest moments, sometimes in the darkest moments of life, we have to be tested. I remember not only that was that happening, the funeral day was a Monday. And Tuesday, we were at the time getting our permanent resident cards. Tuesday, we had an appointment with immigration. Now if you're receiving your permanent residency, for entering the country illegally, you have to pay that fine. You have to pay a fine of $1,500. Now this was around 1995. So it was quite a bit of money. I think it was $1,500, the total amount that we had to pay. If we didn't pay that money at that time, we wouldn't have get our permanent residency. And you know what? That only added to my anguish. That only added to my anger towards God. It only added towards my disappointment with God, my disappointment with life, my disappointment with what's the point of religion? What's the point with God? If none of that seems to be working. And I saw my dad, and as the oldest of the family, maybe some of you guys can relate, as the oldest of the family, sometimes you feel frustrated because you feel like you want to do something, but you can't. And I saw my parents scratching their heads in the sadness of their daughter, and now they don't have this money. It was Monday, actually it was Wednesday, the money had to be paid. Tuesday, my father went to work. And he came back, and this was something that was on their mind. And he came home happy. He said, you're not going to believe it. Today at work, some other employees there, my employees and friends, gathered some money, and they were able to give me $300. And he was excited. He said, the Lord's blessing. And then when he told this to my mother started crying. My dad didn't know what to say or do. He said, did I say something wrong? Should I have not taken that money or something? My mother was in tears. She said, you're not going to believe this. you were gone at work, the pastor of the church. And he said they had a church meeting. And at that church meeting, they talked about our case. And they wanted to give us a little offering and help us out. So he brought a check of $1,200. He brought a check of $1,200. See, God never fails us. He is faithful. He is faithful to the end. Through trials, through struggles, through death, through financial. Right now we're getting in a tough situation financially, but He will not fail us. He does not fail us. Even though the disciples left Jesus, all 12 of them, they were His boys. They left Him. One of them denied Him 3 times. He was still faithful. He is still faithful today. He's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. He will not leave us or forsake us. And maybe today there's somebody here who was thinking about hearing from God. Maybe somebody came here today thinking this is the last time I come to church. Maybe somebody here today said in their mind, it's not worth it. Life is not worth it. Church is not worth it. But the reason that the sole purpose that you are here this morning is not coincidence. It's because God's providence is right. It's because God's providence is working in your life. God is faithful to us. Now, what integrity comes in with this is He only asks us to be faithful back to Him. Will you and I be faithful to Him? Through trials, through tribulations, till death. Because it's easy to worship God when everything is good. It's like the devil said to give God about Job. Oh, He gives you everything. It's easy to worship God, isn't it? Isn't it easy to come to church and do everything when everything's going good? But see, the test comes when things are not going right. When things start to tumble little by little. That's where the real test comes. That's where our integrity is tested. That's where God is waiting for you to respond. That's where God is saying to the devil, nuh-uh, not my boy, not my girl. That's what He's waiting for you and I to answer back to Him. Let Him weigh me with accurate scales and let God know my integrity. God is asking you to show Him your integrity today. God bless you.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, someone said that it's better to see a Christian than one that has nothing but word. I'll close in hymn, page 522. 522. My hope is built on nothing less